So here's what to do about it. We want to help the people that are meetinged out and are spending way too much time in ineffective meetings. And we want to help frontline people who don't get any communication. So I'm going to suggest in this course 5 meeting types that we have going on in the organization. The first one is the daily huddle. This happens every day, and it's just to synergize and to refocus. Then there's the weekly managers meeting to take care of operational, tactical details and issues that need to be looked at every week. Then we're going to have an annual planning and strategy meeting where we get together once a year and say, where are we going? Are we headed in the right direction as an organization? Then we're going to have the town hall where we get together periodically through the year to give information and take questions and give answers. And then we're going to meet for the quarterly review every 3 months to make sure that we're on track with our annual strategy. Are we staying on track? Are we meeting our goals? Are we headed in the direction that we need to be going? So it's those 5 meetings that we're going to be focusing on in this course. Here's how your meetings die. There's 4 reasons that I come across that I think are the big ones. The first one is they don't start on time and they go too long. Are you with me here? Have you been in those meetings where they drag on and you think, when will this end? Is it ever going to end? Am I going to spend my whole life in this meeting? They go too long. They don't start on time. Number 2, they don't happen according to a regular rhythm. So sometimes it's, we've got a problem. Everyone in the boardroom, we're going to solve it. But there's no regular rhythm to the meetings so that we can count on it happening all the time so that we're not in panic reaction mode. Third, they involve people who don't need to be there. Have you been that person sitting in the meeting thinking, I've got so much to do. Why am I sitting here? This doesn't have anything to do with my area. And fourth, they can just be dead boring. We want to fix these problems so that you can have amazing meetings. Now, here's how your meetings thrive. First, they start and end precisely on time. Starting on time is important, but probably more important is ending on time. So you don't feel like, hey, we're just going to sit here for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or however long until it's done. No, it has an end time. They happen according to a rhythm. So we just know that we can count on the idea that every day we're having our regular huddle. Every week we've got our managers. Every quarter we've got our strategy meeting and so on. So they're rhythmic. The right people attend. That is, people who are concerned with the topics being discussed. You don't have to sit there just to kind of be in the know or because you're part of the team. If it doesn't affect you, you don't have to be there. There's a clear point to the meeting. We all know why we're there, and we know we're going to get something decided or something accomplished in the meeting. We all know what that is. And finally, everyone's voice is heard. So it's not 1 or 2 loud people dominating the meeting or just the leader droning on and on. No, everyone gets to take part and everyone's voice is heard in the meeting. If you do these things, your meetings are going to thrive. This brings us to the end of Module 1. So now we're going to work on building our meeting structure from frontline workers all the way up to the senior leadership team. In this module, you learned the time and money cost of running bad meetings. You learned the human productivity cost of running bad meetings. And you learned how to assess the effectiveness of your current meetings. How are you doing right now with what you've got?